So we're live here in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Nets are trying to get revenge after a loss last night in Cleveland in double overtime. Let's get it. Let's get it. He will miss his fifth game of the season, but it is back-to-back. But for the Nets, you got Kyrie, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, James Harden, and DeAndre Jordan. So James Harden is playing power forward, and that's the first time in his career that he will play forward. So no KD, but Bruce Brown will take the position. So Kyrie last night he had 37 points in 48 minutes, and he has 25 or more points in 7 of 8 games. So tip is about to start in any moment here, as the Cavs are looking for back-to-back wins on the Nets, and the Nets are trying to avenge after a double overtime loss and a big show by the young bull Colin Sexton, who had 42 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 16 for 29 from the field, and 5 for 11 from downtown. Let's get it. So tip-off is about to start. Well, out of town, you got the Houston Rockets playing the Detroit Pistons, and right now the Rockets are up 29-18. The Pacers are playing the Magic. They're up by 10. In Charlotte, the Bulls up 27-24. Later on, there will be the Celtics and the 76ers on ESPN. The Heat will go for back-to-back wins against Toronto. Wizards and Bucks got postponed, but Hawks will play Timberwolves, Mavs will play the Spurs, and the Thunder will play the LA Clippers in Los Angeles. They have the anthems right now here in Cleveland through the night. So the anthem just played. Starting lineups. Led by their head coach, Steve Nash. Starting at point guard is Kyrie Irving. Bruce Brown will play shooting guard. James Harden. Joe Harris. And at center, so now the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. So your head coach for your Cleveland Cavaliers is J.B. Bickerstaff. The Cavs are looking for 3 straight victories. They're just about to announce the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. So at point guard, you got the young bull, Colin Sexton. Starting at point guard, Colin Sexton. Starting at shooting guard, Isaac Okoro, the rookie. And small forward is Sidai Osman, the longtime Cleveland Cavalier. At the 4, you got Larry Nance Jr. And at center, big boy Andre Drummond. So here's the starting tips for both teams. And tip-off is right around the corner. So we're live. J.B. Bickerstaff is 12-13 record in second season as the head coach of the Cavs. The Nets, as you know, Kyrie, Bruce Brown, James Harden, Joe Harris, and DeAndre Jordan. They're without Kevin Durant as he's resting from back-to-back. And you know their head coach is Steve Nash, as the Nets are 9-7 as his first season as a head coach. So here comes the Nets. DeAndre Jordan back to Kyrie. Kyrie back to Harden. Harden for three. Short. Drummond with the board. And here comes Sexton. Screen by Drummond. Sexton pulls up for Drummond. No. Stolen by James Harden. Harden. Kyrie for three. Oh, Kyrie's on a board here in Cleveland. Nets up 3-0. Here comes Colin Sexton. Back to Drummond. Back to Okoro. And Okoro gets on the board. And the Cavs are down 1 to the Nets. Harden. Kyrie, another three. Short. Larry Nance with the board. Here comes Sexton. Crossover and a foul by Kyrie Irving. But what a cut by Isaac Okoro, the rookie. Osman short. And here comes James Harden. Crossover behind the back. He's got Drummond on him. Harden step back for three. Ho ho. Harden gets on the board. We got a game here, gentlemen. Sexton back to Drummond. Drummond. Shot short. Drummond gets his own board. And Drummond gets on the board. And the Cavs are down 2 here in Cleveland. Here comes Kyrie. Screen by Harden. Kyrie. Back to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown drives in. Floats it. Blocked by Nance Jr. Here comes Sexton. Spin. Sexton goes in the paint with the layup. Short. Jordan with the board. And here comes Kyrie. Joe Harris. Harden for three. Oh, James Harden back-to-back threes. And the Cavs are down 5. And here comes Colin Sexton. In the paint, jump shot. Oh, Sexton. He's 2 for 2. The Nets up 9-6. Here comes Kyrie. Back to DeAndre Jordan. They're trying to find Kyrie off a Harden screen. Harden stolen by Okoro, but a foul on DeAndre Jordan to stop the fast break. With 9 minutes to go here in Cleveland. And here comes Sexton again. Jump shot, but he gets a foul by Bruce Brown. And Sexton will shoot 2. So Sexton makes the first. So here comes James Harden. Nets up 1. Kyrie. It's going to be a big game from Kyrie and Harden. Harden drives back to Kyrie. Kyrie. Coral all over him. Kyrie's going to shoot the 3. Wow. A 3 by Kyrie Irving. Bad foul by Okoro. And Kyrie is going to go for the 4-point play. So Kyrie at the free throw line. Okoro has 2 fouls, so he's gonna check out. Former net Taurine Prince has checked in. And here comes Colin Sexton. Colin, alley-oop to Drummond, and he lays it in. Cavs down 3. Here comes James Harden. Harden screen by Jordan. Drummond is all over James Harden. Harden crossover and a foul on Andre Drummond. First foul on Drummond as a reach. And here comes Kyrie out of bounds. Back to DeAndre Jordan. Back to James Harden. Back to Harris for 3. Short. Drummond with the board. Drummond back to Sexton. Back to Osman. Osman back to Nance. Nance posts up Harris. Prince fakes. Prince back to Sexton for 3. Short. Harris with the board. Back to James Harden. Harden back to Kyrie. Lays it in. Ho ho. Kyrie Irving. The Nets up 15-10 here in Cleveland. Here comes Sexton. Screen by Drummond. Back to Prince for 3. Ho ho. Prince on the board. And the Cavs down 2. Kyrie a 3. Way off. Nance with the board. And here comes Sexton. Screen by Drummond. Sexton steps back. Back to Drummond. Drummond posting up DeAndre Jordan. Drummond hook shot. Ho ho! Cavaliers have tied the game at 15 with 7 minutes to go. Here comes James Harden. Back to Harris. Back to Kyrie Irving. Sexton is all over Kyrie. In the post, Kyrie hits. What a block by Sexton. But a foul. And Kyrie will shoot 2, but there's a timeout on the floor. Cavs and Nets tied up at 15 here on Fox Sports Cavaliers. So we have a timeout on the floor. Nets and Cavs tied at 15 here in Cleveland. So we are back in Cleveland. Kyrie makes the first after Colin Sexton fouled him. Kyrie's got 10. So the Nets up by 2. The Nets are in a bonus with 6 minutes remaining. So injury report for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie is out for the whole season with a knee injury. KD is resting. Dellavedova is concussion protocols. And Love has a calf injury. Sirai Osman gives it away back to Jeff Green. Green with the left. And the Nets up by 4 here in Cleveland. Here comes Colin Sexton. Nets have 8 fast break points to the Cavs. Nothing. Sexton drives. Gets his own rebound. Gets it to go. And 1. Wow, Sexton is on fire. Sexton will shoot 1 at the free throw for the 3-point play. Bucket and bucket. Sexton with the 3-point play, and the Nets up 19-18 here in Cleveland. Kyrie, screen by Jordan. Kyrie, pull up 3. Short. Drummond with the board. Drummond back to Taurean Prince. Drummond has 7 rebounds already here in the first. Prince back to Larry Nance. Back to Prince. Prince back to Nance. Jump shot. Oh to the jump shot. And the Cavs have taken the 2019 lead here in Cleveland. And here comes Kyrie back to Harris. Harris. And a kick ball by Taurean Prince. So Timothy Luau-Cabarrot has checked in for the Brooklyn Nets. So Garland will check in for the first time in a while. Also, Allen will check in for the Cavs, and also for the Nets. Perry will check in for Brooklyn. Harris for 3. Another miss. Kyrie with the board. Kyrie. Green. Harris. Another 3. Ho! Joe Harris from downtown. Nets up 22-20. And here comes Darius Garland. Garland drives in, but back to Allen. Oh, Jarrett Allen gets on the board. And the Cavs have tied the game here in Cleveland. And here comes Kyrie. Kyrie with the right, short. Perry with the board, but Perry with the foul. Another turnover for Brooklyn. So Prince will shoot 2 because the Cavs are also in a bonus. Prince for the first free throw. Bucket. Prince got 4 points. Cavs up by 1. So Dodson will check in for Cleveland. Prince, bucket, and bucket. Cavaliers lead 24-22 with under 4 minutes to go. Here comes Kyrie. Kyrie with the right short. Nance with the board. Layer Nance. Back to Darius Garland. Garland. Back to Allen. But a foul. So the Cavs will shoot more free throws here in the first with still 4 minutes to go. So Jarrett Allen will shoot 2. Allen misses the first. Jarrett Allen makes the second, and the Cavs up by 3. Wow. And here comes Kyrie Irving. Luau Cabral for 3. Air ball. Harris with the board. Blocked by Nance. Luau Cabral. Oh, goes in. Wow. What a move by Luau Cabral. And the Nets down 25-24. Here comes Darius Garland with the right. Welcome back, Darius Garland. Cavs up by 3. Kyrie, jump shot. Oh, Kyrie Irving. He's got 13 points. Nets down 1. Allen, back to Garland. Garland, jump shot. Allen with the board. Allen with the dunk. And a foul. Wow. What a key piece is Jarrett Allen. So Allen will shoot 2, no and 1. Allen makes the first. Last game against his Nets, he scored 12 points, 11 boards, and 4 rejections. Allen for the second free throw. Oh, Jarrett Allen. And the Cavs are by 3. Jeff Green drives. Wilder will check in. Ho! Luau Cabral for 3. Nets are shooting 6 for 13 from downtown. Garland. Back to Allen. Garland. Darius Garland. Loses it. Luau Cabral with the steal. With the layup blocked by Taurean Prince. Wow. Wilder for 3. Ho! Cavs up by 3. Dylan Wilder is back with the Cavs. Comes James Harden. But a foul on Darius Garland. But there's a timeout on the floor. Cavaliers are up by 3 with 2 minutes 11 remaining here on Fox Sports Cleveland. Commercial break here in Cleveland. Oh yeah, murder, huh? You witnessed Taurine Prince rejection. So we're back in Cleveland. Nets up 32-30. Here comes Jarrett Allen with under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here comes Dwayne Dotson. Dotson for three. Short. Allen with the board. But a foul. And more free throws for the Cavs. Wow. Allen bullying the Nets bigs. So Allen makes the first. Cavs up by 3. Now Allen for the second free throw. Bucket and bucket. Cavaliers up 4. Nets need to stop fouling or it's freebies for Allen and the Cavs. Cavs up by 4. Here comes Landry Shamet. Back Green. Green back to Raul Cabral. Back to Shamet for 3. Another miss. Prince with the board. Here comes Darius Garland. Garland for 3. Short. Green with the board. Green back to Harden. Harden. Crossover behind the back. Screen. Kick ball by the Nets. By the Cavs. So it's still Cleveland, Brooklyn basketball. Cabral, Green, back to Harden. Cabral for 3. Oh ho! Cabro for 3. Not shooting 7 for 15 from 3. Prince. Back to Wilder. Back to Dotson. Back to Jarrett Allen. Jump shot. Short. Harden with the board. Harden crossover. Short. Allen with the board. And here comes Darius Garland. Under 15 seconds to go. Here comes Garland. Screen by Wilder. Garland. Crossover. With the left blocked. Perry with the board. Back to James Harden. Back to Cabro. Back to Shamet for 3. Short. Allen with the board. First quarter is over here in Cleveland. Cavs up 34-33 after the first here on Fox Sports Ohio. So we have a commercial break here in Cleveland. The first quarter just finished. So we are back in Cleveland. Cavs up by 1. Second quarter just started. Wilder, Osman, fadeaway, short. Harris with the board. Back to Wow Cabro. James Harden gives it away. Hits Sexton on the foot. So it's still Brooklyn ball. Here comes James Harden. Cavs up 34-33. Harden, Harris. Back to Jeff Green for 3. Short.